Today I'm making a whole chicken! But of course, you don't have to do a whole, you can just do some pieces here and there. But I personally find it so beautiful to see the whole thing on the table.
That translates to you can eat more, by the way, in case it wasn't clear.
I'm not calling it Peruvian because it's not typical anything. It's just a combination of recipes that I've tried over time, ergo hint of Peruvian. Oh, and plus my wine. I love cooking with wine. This marinade can also be used on turkey, duck, or any other bird you can think of. And honestly, has not failed at any Thanksgiving or Christmas or any other special occasion. Maybe you could give it a try too. Now let's get cooking!
Okay, bad joke. Ignore that. The first thing we're going to do is place our chicken in a roast pan with a lid. Or you can just use the disposable foil pans that they sell at the stores and use tinfoil wrap to cover it. Oops, wrong size. The chicken is too big for this pan. I'm going to have to use my turkey pan. This chicken weighed 2.1 kilo, translating to 4.6 pounds. Then, we're going to add a cup of white wine. Or you can replace with white vinegar if you don't want to use wine. Then, we're going to add about 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. Then, we're going to rub some yellow pepper paste on the skin. For those who are not familiar with it, the one that I get looks like this, and you could probably find it at the international section of your supermarket or at Latin markets. But if you can't find either, I know some people who use these other chilies to replace the yellow peppers. They are called red Thai chili here, but ironically, they are actually from Dominican Republic, according to the label. Or you could use a chili that is in the same line. You can chop them very finely or try making a paste. Then rub them onto the chicken the same way I did with my paste. But okay, don't worry too much if you can't find a replacement. You're going to sacrifice a little bit of flavor, but you can skip it. I've made it before without it and it was good. We're going to add cumin. I added about half a tablespoon on this side. We're going to add pepper. I added about half a tablespoon on this side as well, but you can always adjust to your taste. We're going to add about half a tablespoon of thyme. And half a tablespoon of oregano. We're going to chop about a tablespoon of garlic and then throw about half of it in there. We're going to repeat all the ingredients on the other side except soy sauce and the wine and cover it. We're going to let it marinate, ideally for at least 5 to 6 hours. You could skip this part, but you will also sacrifice a bit of flavor. This time, I left it there for about 8 hours in total. But again, the time is flexible. After the first 4 hours has passed, we're going to flip the chicken. And we're going to grab the juice from the bottom and try to spread it over the chicken as much as you can. We're going to cover it again and put it back to sitting to let it absorb more of the nice flavors. You know, with this marinade, the longer it sits the better, so ideally this would sit overnight. After another 4 hours, or whichever time you decided to let it sit for, we're going to preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, which translates to about 175 Celsius. And we're going to bake it covered for about an hour and 20 minutes. This time will be less if you are doing separate pieces. After the time has passed, we're going to bring it out of the oven and now set the temperature to 450 Fahrenheit, which translates to about 230 Celsius. Next, we're going to give it a nice butter brush. We're going to give it another 10 to 15 minutes in the oven and uncovered. We're going to check if it's cooked by poking between the thigh and reaching the breast, which is the thickest part of the chicken. If the juice comes out clear, it is ready. But if it doesn't, it means it definitely needs more time. We don't really want salmonella here. Yep, this one is pretty much ready. Here's a duck I made with the same marinade some time ago. And here's the duck served with garlic rice and a healthier version of the Peruvian Russian salad. And here's a turkey, again with the same marinade. I made it for the last Thanksgiving and was very approved by the people who tried it. Oh, and that also happened with the dog, by the way. Okay, back to the chicken. And we're going to serve it with its own gravy. I don't like thickening my gravy, I like it as is, but if you would like to thicken it, you can do it with a bit of flour. And now, eating time for Sunny. And here it is. I always wanted to eat my own full chicken Viking style like this. Oh, it is good. Actually, if my grandma would see me grabbing any food like this, she would go nuts and yell at me badly. Okay, fine, let's eat like a decent person. So I served a quarter of the chicken the same way I did with the duck, with Peruvian Russian salad and with garlic rice. And there's links on how to make both in the video description. Oh, I actually forgot to hide the wings under the chicken when it was cooking and covered. So they turned out to be slightly overcooked, hehe. But hopefully you won't forget. And now let's pour the gravy on the chicken. Ooh. You have no idea how the combination of this whole plate goes so well together. Fine, here's me eating it more decently. But it's actually easier not to. Anyways, hope you liked the recipe and thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe, like and share the video if you liked it.